This is, I would say, a student that came through our program. He graduated in 2016. His name is Sean Mason. I'm not sure if some of you have heard of Sean, but he came to us as a quiet eighth grade kid who had never had any formal music training. He played by ear, he was very quiet, and flew under the radar. But we noticed early on that he was pretty exceptional. He was very different because he would sit way in the back, and when a question was asked, he would raise his hand, and he would be, really tapped into some deep things that, how does this kid who has zero training understand and know this stuff? So, anyways, he stayed in our program, our youth ensembles program. We met him at a jazz camp, with a scholarship actually, and that was his first exposure to jazz. He loved Ray Charles. That was his favorite musician. Anyways, he stuck with the program. We saw the potential, so we made sure that we mentored him and connected him with older students who could also kind of be an example for him along his journey. He continued to grow. As a senior, he won the first young musicians. It was a competition for the Charlotte Jazz Festival. He was the first place winner of that. He won some other scholarships as a senior. He then went off on a scholarship to UNC Greensboro, then transferred to Juilliard on a scholarship to New York. He dropped everything, went to New York. And then we learned later, we introduced him to Delphio Marsalis, who then introduced him to Branford Marsalis, who then introduced him to Wynton Marsalis. He has now toured the world with Wynton, playing in the jazz at Lincoln Center Orchestra on a regular basis. He has recorded on the soundtrack of movies. He just recorded his new album. I now have to call his agent to get to him. But I know his cell number and I know his mama. So I still have her number in my phone. but he has really blossomed into a beautiful musician, and he's just the most humble, beautiful person